There are moments when we feel the urge to get angry, to be offended, to seek revenge, or to do something bad. We may have conflicts with family or friends, face betrayal or deceit from those close to us, or a stranger may be rude. Sometimes it seems, hello everyone, welcome to the Minecraft Bruh channel. This is a new format of mini podcast about Minecraft, where I will be discussing various interesting topics, including misfortunes and life situations. I understand that this is a great opportunity to get to know each other better, and it really matters to me. I want to be on the same wavelength with you. Although I'm not of that age anymore, today we will discuss the topic of kindness, an important skill that helps not only to improve our lives, but also to make the world around us a little better. We will talk about why being kind is important, why kindness is not a sign of weakness, and how it affects people. I have a few fresh examples of kindness. Recently, an interesting situation occurred. I decided to stop by a store to buy something tasty. As soon as I walked in, I noticed that the cashier looked very angry and irritated. Another customer had apparently been rude to her, which spoiled her mood. When I picked out all my items, I approached her, and she looked extremely displeased, constantly muttering something under her breath. On top of that, her cash register broke down, and in an effort not to keep me waiting, she tried to do everything as quickly as possible, but due to her nerves and the malfunctioning register, the process took even longer. She mentioned that she was having a really tough day, and now the register was broken too. I smiled and replied that it was okay, that these things happen, and that I could wait. She smiled back, and strangely enough, at that very moment, the register started working again. Of course, this was probably just a coincidence, but her mood noticeably improved, and perhaps with just one smile, I made her day a little better. After that moment, I walked out of the store. I realized how important kindness is. I try to always be kinder to those around me, and this is a great example of how kindness can be contagious. So what is contagious kindness? I don't want to go into scientific details for several reasons. First, it's complicated, and I'm not an expert in this field. And second, memorizing all those circuits and neurons is just impossible. So let me explain in simple words. Imagine that a girl was walking down the street and dropped her bag. You saw it and decided to help her. She thanked you, and maybe next time she will do the same. I am sure that when she gets home, she will think about how you helped her. In this way, kindness will be spread endlessly. And this doesn't just apply to handbags, but to everything in general. However, it is important to realize that not everything in our world is as rosy as we would like it to be. On our way, we will meet people who will take advantage of our kindness, and the situation changes. I often ponder how we can recognize such people, but I haven't found a concrete answer yet. Write in the comments how you identify self-serving people who take advantage of your kindness. From my experience, I can identify several ways to recognize such people. First, there are people who are always asking for something, but when you need help, they don't respond. This is the most obvious example. Second, if you have helped your friends many times and they don't appreciate your help, this is also a signal. Good people usually want to thank those who have helped them, and the lack of this desire may indicate that you are being taken advantage of. The third point is guilt. Sometimes people manipulate to achieve their goals, and it's important to notice this. For example, if your friend asks you to borrow a car, saying, "You're my best friend. How can you say no to me?" Don't fall for such manipulation. Do what you think is right, because manipulators want to make you feel bad. Remember, I say this so that you will continue to help and be kind to others, but also realize that some people can take advantage of this. Many people think that kindness is a weakness and bad people start abusing it, but that is not true at all. Now, I want to share my experience so that you can draw some conclusions. Just recently, I started to socialize with new people, and as it often happens in companies, someone regularly needs help. I was the one who helped others to solve their problems, sometimes even ignoring my own condition. And you wouldn't believe it, but not only did people start to take advantage of this, but respect for me began to decline. Many people confuse kindness with submission, thinking that a kind person cannot defend themselves. They may think that kind people don't know how to assert their boundaries. However, kindness does not equal weakness. It is a sign of true strength. You will probably ask how to find the balance between kindness and boundaries. I can tell you that it is indeed not easy. The most important thing, friends, is your inner state. If after the so-called help you feel worse, exhausted, angry, or resentful, this is a clear signal that you need to listen to yourself more and perhaps reconsider your relationship with this person to avoid negative emotions in the future. In addition, decide for yourself what you are willing to do to help the person and what you are not. For example, if your friend offers you to climb a very high tree and you realize that it is risky, it is quite normal to say no. This is a wise decision because your safety is more important than anything else. It is okay to say no as long as you do it in a polite and respectful way. Well, I've tried to touch on the most interesting topics so that you might learn something new to you or pay to things that you haven't noticed before. Like I said, it's a trial format, which I like. So I'd appreciate it if you'd write in the comments whether you liked it or not. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all again. Bye-bye.